with hard lives, there's clearly something that for something, and then there's there are people who are against it. Because I think the problem with our discussions for Najakita, I have no direction. I can't even know what they're talking about. But they're trying to achieve the same thing, just how to go about it.
Yeah, you know what I've seen is like during lockdown, they would have the same. Okay, generally they did the same idea on something.
Me go later.
Like they want the same thing, just they want to go about it different ways. Or either the opposition is like, kind of you niggas like are gonna, mess up with the money somehow along those things that about the whole deal. And that's usually like the whole.
And then it leads to
it just leads to these type of arguments.
And accusations are what you are my idea.
Yeah.
Corruption and all that, and nothing ever gets done. So.
Yeah. But when you go back to like the whole 2020, it was just something I was thinking about yesterday, just walking. This is a random thought I had about like the whole situation, how it is between like our last two presidents, the current president, and like the new president, the running president, or not. That's the running president, I guess. That's what you call him. Yeah. In terms of like, this guy had probably the worst. You came in at the worst possible time to become president, if we're being honest.
How so?
Kind of thing, like the whole corona thing.
Oh yeah. No, I get
that. That would have been the worst time to be a president when you think about it.
For anyone.
For anyone, bro. And I'm not for or against him. I'm not for in case any president. This is that guy that passed. That guy even on top. So that guy was a mess, bro.
Was he though?
Nigga, that guy was a mess.
You know, if there's one thing Senegal said about the previous one, we weren't going to school in winter.
True. But besides that, what's one thing that you can see like that nigga has done for us?
I was a kid.
So you so I need to say. True, but at the same I hear you. Then I was a kid. So maybe there is something. Like from what people at the time like on how quality of life was. I wouldn't say people weren't. I wouldn't want to say people weren't like as free as they are, like to talk about him and stuff like that, because he was well respected, bro. You couldn't just say anything to that guy or say anything about him without being scared.
Yeah, perhaps, but again, it's not like us in maybe like from my own viewpoint, it's not like my quality of living was changed anyhow.
Yeah, at the time, but like even then, like
what was so important to be said back then? What are you afraid to say?
The whole criticism, bro. People would not criticize that dude. People were scared of him, like to the point where right now I feel like you would just look at him and think this was the most perfect nigga.
Yeah, okay.
Either that or some people they're just like we're having the worst possible time. Because I remember even then you couldn't walk late at night. If I like having Masolo was a guy and telling you to go home.
Really?
Dude, like I was living at Boboni at the time. I wasn't living that was like the holidays like and stuff like that. But like you weren't allowed to walk around at night. Like when it's the radio we see it wasn't a thing.
Yeah, but like bars were allowed to though.
Bars were allowed to till 10. After 10 it's like you have to be home.
Huh.
So imagine like, and that was like during like December and it wasn't.
I genuinely didn't know, dog.
You never went out at that time. Like,
nah, never been. Now, something in my home village, Ghana, we said we're trying to like not drop names or dogs or anything. In my home village, I think we did all right because it's a village and not much monitoring.
True.
Because I remember in COVID, like some of my childhood friends who like lockdown, they spent it there. Mm-hmm. They could just go Wabusi and just roam around.
Or they were during lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, lockdown. I get it. Just like in comparison.
Yeah. In comparison.
But like, I hear you on that.
So I had no idea what things like that.
That was what's going on, bro. There's whole conspiracies like about this dude. He was like, possibly they thought he was, just a shady ass dude. And like when I get the prices of Abuja a lot, I mean it didn't affect me that much. I wasn't drinking at that time, but now I'm feeling the effects. I feel like damn, bro, booze is expensive. But
Continue to spoke about it this one.
nah, it was then. It was at that dude's time. I think he generally despised like drugs and alcohol and everything. You know, but like I don't know, bro. But from my perspective, I feel like at that time, like the quality of life maybe pre-COVID it was nicer because like it was still pre-COVID. Like there wasn't all the stuff that happened after COVID. So it would have been, and you would say like when you put it in perspective, you would look at these guys' years and be like, okay, no, maybe this guy was a good person, better president, but like he never faced these circumstances like in his first or second year.
True.
So yeah, and then I feel like that's difficult, right? Imagine a lot saying your first year of the year, COVID, deal with it, like. And there's the cancer displacement that he found. So what did he mask the regular Maria Mantin, the tender and all that? Like it was insane. It was a very funny time.
Yeah, honestly. And I think people would say like I remember my taxi driver at the time would say this like we were donated millions, we did the millions well. And then again, I'm not for or against the president. It's just like I know from what I watch and notice from other countries that medical supplies are expensive.
Yeah.
It's just that we're lucky the mobile channel like it's a universal right. But like anything medical is expensive. So if we're not producing it and we're buying it, it's bound to be expensive.
Yeah, for sure. Because like even the whole supply of the mascara, just that equipment. I was shocked. Like that's something that we don't have. Like, because I always thought like the mask do some good batteling that was just like available.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, you don't even have masks of our own. That is insane. So, but I think after that, like when but it was similar with the companies, I think and stuff like that. I guess, or maybe it was just like they just bought masks and started branding them as our own.
I don't know. Not the masks that we got, I think. Most in part, my mom was in this. I think what were they called? Essential workers.
Essential worker,
yeah. Both my parents were essential workers. My mom being working at a bank and my dad working in a mine.
So they couldn't stop.
But anyway, he had the mask. So,
hey, bro, I was stuck with my parents the whole lockdown. Honestly, it wasn't the worst possible time ever, but it was cool, bro. For me, like I know for some people that might have been the worst time of their lives, but for me it was cool.
Yeah.
Because like I think then I started like because there's nothing really to do, so I started forcing myself to like work out a little bit. And at the time, like there was just stuff going on, but I think not like there was just stuff to do, like watermelon stuff was like after harvest time, like when it was still harvest due. So sometimes my dad would like sneak in but it wasn't like he would do that every day because he knew what chances are.
Couldn't be bothered to like get a permit.
I mean, you could, but like the thing with permits is dog like I didn't understand how it was how need did it because there was a time we went to the shops with my mom at that time. I had like a shop we got what we needed. The moment we come back home, there's Barabotario, let's like, guy, you guys were not supposed to be leaving. I'm like, yo, legit on the news, they said you guys could go to the shops. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. To the point where they were finding people, and my mom was like, I'm not getting fined, bro.
Yeah, but like, it was actually fairly easier to understand. Maybe it's like most people just didn't know how to do it, but it was fairly easier to
it was easy to do a permit. But like, it was like, God, what I can need it back. And sometimes when you you need to send stuff like your livestock. You're not gonna wait 2-3 days to go get a permit for your livestock. No.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just need to go, and yeah, it wasn't the worst time ever. Even
I think people have different experiences.
Yeah, true. I had a different experience. Let me not.
Yeah. It was depressing. Oh my god, dog. That was the worst. Tearing up you.
Bro, that was the worst.
Dog. So how do we now introduce the podcast?
That's the intro.
That's
That's the intro, I guess, bro.
We should come up with better cold opens though.
Yeah. I think we just people don't understand like the context behind how this whole conversation is
Yeah,
going.
yeah, true.
Yeah, but
True. But welcome to the whatever podcast where we talk about whatever.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be episode 1.
Hopefully it is one. Hopefully it is
Because we've
one.
recorded like what, twice now, and they weren't good enough to upload.
They weren't good enough to upload. Yeah, but hopefully this is the one, I guess.
Yeah.
The one of one. Or one of 3, that is. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
And we have no structure for this for now.
Honestly,
just put it together.
Yeah.
We should introduce ourselves again.
I'm not saying my name. I'm not saying that. I think after what you did to me on the other one, I'm not saying my name, but I don't know, bro. Like you go first. I'll see. I'll go off what you're gonna say.
I still haven't changed. I still want people to know me as nobody. They'll get to know me after we take this to video. Still.
I mean,
I think we should do that. We should both do that.
I don't want to say no names, but yeah. Co-host number 1, co-host 2, 1 and 2, or 2 and 1. I don't know. Depends on whoever you heard first.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. And yeah, man, it's been a crazy week, dog. It's been a crazy week. And I know we've been talking about Parliament and all that, but hey, man, that gets too serious sometimes. It's gonna get exhausting to hear, man.
Yeah, mostly because all other podcasts probably do that.
Nah. If you've seen the podcast, it's like I'm not bashing, but generally they just have fun, bro.
They do
have fun.
Yeah, maybe I should stop hating and start listening.
Yeah, you hate it, bro. I don't generally listen to a lot of them, but like I catch glimpses of the most popular ones, and it's like most of it they just having fun and all that. And I feel like that's eventually that's what a podcast should be. I mean, you can address like serious issues and stuff like that, but like nobody wants to listen to someone talking about, oh my god, politics for like 40 minutes straight. True. Like, bro, it's not like. I actually remember some guy, some podcast, some website is a very popular one. The guy managed to somehow interview the former president.
Huh.
Yeah, insane, bro. And like, if there's one thing I remember from the clip, it's like, nah, you told him what I wear, like, as it a proverb? Yeah, it's a proverb. I'm like, yeah, starting you decided to take. And that nigga was lost, dog. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, yo, you're making fun of me now. I'll leave.
What does that mean, though? God, I failed.
Bro, I forgot what it means. But it's, I think, is it? I don't know, bro. I'm gonna say something. Damn thing when it's lightning or something.
Yeah, let's not embarrass.
It's not even like something lightning, dog.
Let's not embarrass ourselves.
And speaking of, I was playing on Swana too, dog. It wasn't nice. Damn, I told you like how bad I was at it.
I think you got a C, right?
Yeah,
I got a D, man. Let's not.
Oh Lord, hey, I'm not gonna celebrate that.
Let's not. It's funny because like when I was getting ready, I was thinking, oh, the Strana should be an elective, but we should just move away from.
True.
Yeah, it should just be an elective. I think our education system should like try its best to like put us on par with the international standard. Yeah, just elevate our standing. So Strana should just be an elective for those people who are like genuinely into our culture. Because that's not all of us.
True.
No, that's not all of us.
But at the same time, like you still have to like know about your culture. I'd say like maybe from like an early age, let's say standard 1 to standard 5. Generally, like you know how to read and write Swan.
Yeah, okay.
From there on, it's cool.
Yeah, fair enough.
Cool. You should generally have an understanding of like Swan. But even then, you're not really taught like Swan, how this all began. Nah, you just taught Swan. Either Mokalaka or Mira on.
Yeah.
And all those tribes, but there's not really like a whole a whole story as to how people came to form this beautiful country that we live in.
There is. I
Were
think
we
you
taught
just
that?
forgot. Yeah, I think you just forgot.
Maybe, bro. Maybe I forgot.
I think you just forgot.
No, you mean like the whole story of the independence?
Yeah, like
No, but not. I'm not talking
in
about
social studies we were taught though.
in social studies. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I wasn't listening.
Social studies standard 6, 7, and then the whole of junior. Maybe we'll do.
But that's not Setswana though.
It's not Setswana, but like in terms of how we got to where we are, it did.
It did cover most of it.
Yeah, how about like for maybe I don't know. Where did you go to primary? Mopala.
Yeah, if you are.
Every subject up until standard 3, I think standard 1 and 2. I'm not really sure. Every subject was in Setswana. Math, science, everything was in Setswana. And then 3, that's when we transitioned to. I'm not sure if it was 3 or 4, but that's when we transitioned to English.
I think maybe standard 3. No, but even standard 2. I remember I was still doing some little bit of English here and there.
Yeah.
But maybe that was just my primary school because like there was. I wouldn't want to say it was better than most of the primary schools there at the time, but it was like a little bit of. Yeah. So yeah. But I don't know. Me like I don't remember like learning about our religions that much. I guess like from Independence Day I do know like okay no like this dude and his uncles somehow they went to the UK. That's the whole story. And some people are like that.
There's a bit more nuance to it.
Yeah. Some people
are. I don't want to turn it into a whole social studies.
Yeah. True. But most people are like sometimes like they feel like that's cap. Like they didn't really go.
I don't know. I think they went, dog. I think even like as kids, I remember like in go high. It's pretty much easy. I think like what did you said like within the same vicinity, they just grow up close together. What did you say more right? So whenever we were playing with one of my friends, and for some reason or whatever, his dad and his uncle reminiscing about the crazy shit that they did back in the day. You know, I remember, maybe I got it wrong, but it included running away to England somehow.
The uncles kind of.
Yeah, the uncles.
Or they once lived in England.
Like, they were just reminiscing, drinking, and laughing out loud and talking about. So I remember overhearing.
So, yeah, also, I guess travel was possible at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, if you're saying that, I hear you then. Yeah, a lot of, like, even, like another friend of ours, like, he said his uncle, his great-great uncle.
Yeah.
He was in World War II in Germany and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing travel, like, was still possible at the time. Yeah. And that's so crazy, bro. Like that, how you had to get independence for another country that came to your country.
It is what it is. It happened throughout the world, man.
It happened throughout the world. Like, yes, I'm gonna give you the right to your own country. Although I found you here, like I'm gonna give you the right, to live on your own.
What's crazy was we're going to come here, take your minerals, take them back home. Finish them up, polish them up, bring them back to you, and trade for your livestock for those items back.
Insane. But at the same time, we really had no leverage, though.
Yeah, true.
I feel like maybe if at the time, like one of the leaders had been like, you know what, nah, fuck all that. You know what, like you're gonna do stuff on our own terms.
Yeah.
Maybe like we would have been in a different, state right now.
It's crazy because like the more we talk about this, the more like lessons from school that what how was everything done and all that.
Yeah, you have a great mind. I don't remember anything about like junior school, senior school, grade school. Like I forgot about that, bro. Just know I was not having the best of times there, but it was nothing I couldn't handle, bro.
Yeah. So the Whatever podcast, we went on another tangent there.
It was, it might have been me, dog.
We went on another tangent, but yeah, that's what it's basically going to be. Just tangent over the tangent.
Tangent, yeah.
General topics, basketball, sports, video games, anime, things we watch.
Yeah, man. Speaking of basketball, the whole Zion situation is crazy, bro.
Who would you rather have between Zion and Jamoran? Who is better?
As a son, it's like something. Oh, you mean as a
Like
son?
in
As a
general, who's crazy? Because like when you look at the whole 2019 draft class,
as a player, like who would I want to have on my team?
yeah, whose drama is better?
I mean, Zion literally told his team he's not gonna play because he's not feeling like himself.
Oh damn!
So I'd rather have someone that's willing to play when he's available, like when he's not out there shooting people. I was like, I'm cool with that. Then some nigga that's just out there messing with porn stars. Like, brother, you are grown. Like, you need to let go of those fantasies, bro.
Okay, so for context, Zion Williamson, basketball player, NBA, drafted in 2019. Ja Morant, same situation. Zion went first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ja went second.
Yeah.
And so the drama with Zion is that he was messing around with porn stars and OnlyFans models, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he got a girl pregnant, announced the pregnancy, and then the porn star started going crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with Ja Morant, he got in trouble for like showing off guns, and glorifying guns. So yeah, that's what happened. Okay.
I'm doing something.
Yeah, you're gonna have to cut the desk space out.
Oh yeah, nah, bro, man. I was about to pause it. I was like, this guy's still talking. Yeah, well, basically it's a situation. The crazy part is like, out of all the porn stars, bro, like that one, bro.
What's wrong with what's wrong with Mariah Mills, dog? Because I remember back in the day, I'm not gonna lie.
He used to go crazy.
Yeah, I was tenderizing. I mean, there was back in the day. There wasn't much in terms of like the categories that I indulge in.
Yeah,
she didn't do much, but she was still
top tier.
Not top tier. She was still hot. She still is. I'm surprised at how well she kept it together.
I think you haven't seen like the latest pictures. Like maybe the face is still doing it.
Yeah.
But the body in general is like that's a mess, dog. Like the whole BBL situation, it's like.
I think it looks real.
As a BBL, bro. I've seen enough to know. That's a BBL.
I mean, like compared to others, there are some that are outrageous looking, but that one looks okay.
Yeah, true. It's maybe I'm overreacting, but like I've seen like others where I'm like, okay, cool. Like I'm just thinking of like of all the people, bro. Like you could have picked someone else, and like
we wouldn't know. Maybe she's the only one who replied to his Instagram DMs.
Nigga, that guy's a multi-millionaire. You think like?
No, to her credit, the first time they spoke, she didn't even watch basketball. She didn't know who this guy was. He had somewhat of a following.
He saw the bag. He's like, oh, word.
Somewhat of a following. They started talking. They took it from Instagram to Snapchat to phone call. So yeah, that's what happened.
People still use.
And apparently, the girl he got pregnant is already like a mom to someone else. She's a baby mama to someone else. Yeah,
and then like there was another girl that came out recently and was like
the OnlyFans model.
Yeah, and that shit was like on Zion's woman was just messy. The Glenn, she was like on some really messed up.
Here's the thing though, that gaining traffic from all this.
True. I'm sure like OnlyFans must be blowing up right now.
Yeah, I think Mariah Mills search blew up across all platforms. Just because people wanted to understand. I think Kanahati she like tweeted like over 300 times.
Bro, like yesterday she was like, I don't know if it's yesterday or
Kamalo.
either she's gonna like release the tapes.
If the Pelicans don't trade Zion.
I'm like, what the hell?
They
Why?
suspended her account this morning.
Yeah, thank God. Thank God, bro. You're tired. The thing about it was cool at first, and then like she just kept doing it like that. Nah, bro,
Yeah, because again, the engagement she got. I think at some point, yeah, no, she.
It's like YouTube clickbait. You know, like if you have one good ass thumbnail, like you're gonna like, you know.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep using that. You just keep using that.
I was about to say, I think at some point she got over it, but she saw the engagement she got, and then like, let me just go.
Like hell nah.
Let me just go.
Think I'm done.
Yeah.
But nah. And you know the crazy part, like with the whole situation is like this shorty came out after this guy had like dropped a video announcing that his girl is pregnant.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what you get for messing around and cheating. But I don't blame him though. He's what, 20?
He's pretty much the same age as us.
No,
he's a year younger. He's a year younger. He's like 20.
And he's like a 3 year, and he has like with all the endorsements and his contract extension, he has like 300 mil. That's his worth. Imagine having that kind of money and being at that age. I'm not for it, but like I understand where he's coming from.
True, I think at that point, like once you reach a certain level of wealth, like just looking at it from the inside out, like from my perspective, like, I think that at that point it's hard to like tell which women is genuine and are like.
It wasn't about that, dog. I think.
Look at it.
He's been simping since God knows when, and now he has the money to actually satisfy his fantasies.
Nah, you're telling me if like you had that type of money right now, you'd be going crazy.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I get off I can.
Nah, man.
I am not going to lie to you and say I'll be responsible to some degree.
I think like you wouldn't get caught up like in the
yeah, I'll be smart about it.
The thing is, I think Zion is the only one that got caught, but I feel like most
stars, yeah. Because do you know Chiseled Adonis, right? Do you watch his videos? He made a great point that Lou Williams like was dating had 2 girlfriends and nobody knew anything.
Yeah, until he said it, wasn't it? Yeah, man, that's popular. I don't think I would manage to have 2 girlfriends. So
neither.
Just trying to have one is hard enough for me. I can't imagine having 2, bro. The thing about it is like 2 girlfriends, bro. 2 girlfriends, especially in the country we live in. Doesn't work.
And then Jam around with the guns, and he doesn't learn. The new video he took out.
It was a fake gun.
I mean, they light that, and then he like took a video and support me lighting candles.
I mean,
that's just dumb.
You're not supposed to be holding like,
anything
resembling a gun, bro. It's like if I get caught cheating the first time, and then like I still hang out with some girls and be like, no, they're just friends. Like, bro, same situation. Do you think like your girl's gonna look at it and be like, oh, I know they're just friends?
Weird analogy to go to, but you're saying, but I guess it makes sense.
It makes sense. It's a weird analogy. I don't cheat, dog. For starters, I don't do any of that. I feel like if you cheat, you're like the worst scum on earth. But I don't know. Do you think there's ever been a situation where like cheating has been justified?
There's no way to justify cheating. Nothing justifies cheating.
Does that mean like if you're just a fake scenario, like if you get married eventually and somehow the person you're married to starts having an affair and stuff like that, and her friend just like, yo, kind of this girl's doing this and this and that, wouldn't you be like tempted to get back at her?
Nah, I would be tempted, like because of on a human to human level. I have to be honest. I guess.
Yeah.
I would be tempted, but why prolong that disaster of a situation
when you could just end it?
When you can just end it and move on.
Yeah, true. Because I feel like most people that's the whole scenario. Like a person who get cheated on, and then they will cheat back. And
yeah,
I feel like it still makes you much more of a scumbag as the person that cheated on you. But you would justify it and say like, oh no, this person started it first, but then you tell them like you just did some shit stuff.
Make it right.
Yeah, it don't make it right, bro.
there's nothing that justifies cheating. I think the only thing you can do is just like own up to it and just say, you know what, yes, I cheated. I can't guarantee. If you can't guarantee what you won't do it again, so. But number two, how you should be honest.
It's like you're just walking out and you're like, babe, I cheated.
No, I'm not saying do that.
I don't think I'm gonna stop.
It depends on how much you value the relationship you cheated on. Because now the same way, and as bad as this sound, keeping quiet. If it was just a one-time thing, and one insignificant type thing that you don't even think about, there's no point in like outing yourself. I know that's bad advice, but like, there's no point in outing yourself. But
didn't you think like the guilt will somehow catch up to you?
How? No, as I said, if it's a one-time thing.
Yeah, but then like you're not gonna forget that though. Are you gonna forget that? Like imagine that one time was with that other person was so magical. Like now, just with your girl doesn't feel like anything.
Okay, now I don't want to put it.
Yeah, you're like, man, this will never compare to what I've had with that.
The right thing was just to end the relationship.
That's what some clip, dog. I don't know where Americans get these ideas to make these crazy ass shows. Basically, like this dude that put on an island and like his girl and a couple of like people in relationships.
Oh, I think I know where like they test the relationship.
Yeah, and then like
back how and then the send like the Temptation Island.
Temptation Island. That's what it is. I just saw the clip and I was just scrolling through my reels, my Facebook reels, and this dude is like, yo. The girl's like, nah, he's gonna pick a certain guy, but they should go on a date and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then this guy's like, nah, I'm not gonna like stop you from doing anything that you want. Like, but in his defense, I think what he meant to say was like, yo, you're my girl. I trust you enough not to do anything dumb.
Yeah, probably that's what he meant.
That's what he meant. But the straight is like, oh, so you're not gonna tell me not to screw him. That's what the girl interpreted it as. And then he went on a date with this other guy that was buff as hell. They ended up like, in bed together. And this dude ended up saying like some regular ass girl, and it's like they just went there. Those girls are drinking, partying, and then niggas just there in the background chilling. There's like, yeah, it's tough, but I got a girl. I can't do nothing about this.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. If it's not scripted, then I don't know why people put themselves in that situation. I don't know why I would
put myself in that situation though. Like why? I just don't understand. It's the same with like clubbing, like while you knowing you damn well, like you have a girl waiting for you back home, like.
No, there's nothing wrong with clubbing.
No.
Your intentions of why you went to the club are what you question.
But with your boys though, you know the boys are gonna like.
Nah.
They're gonna be like, yo, bro.
If you do some shit,
that's
it's because you were intending.
True. Like, but not like even me, I can just go to like and be like, I'm just. Gotta go drink and go back home.
I'm not sure if you were a fan back then, but like there's an episode. Look at that episode. There's a video, there's a Zerka video. Zerka from the side, man.
Yeah.
When I remember Freya used setup, that night Freya went out with the girls clubbing and he was just okay with it. And this was like 2-3 years back. And I was surprised for like people are actually okay.
It was like just letting the girls go.
Yeah. So
it depends on how.
And she came home drunk.
Yeah, it was like you never had a girl call you drunk and be like, oh,
nope.
Maybe on some weird stuff, right? You don't want that.
Yeah, no.
You. I don't know. It depends on what you want into, bro.
I think I might have called her, but it was me calling.
Yeah, I've done that a lot.
Because I was worried for her safety.
Oh, nah, I was drunk. I was calling her drunk, and I was just saying the most outrageous stuff that. Anyway, being drunk and trying to talk to your girl or someone there, like it's insane, right? You're just gonna be saying the dumbest stuff ever. But yeah, I feel like people just should trust their partners more, bro.
And communicate.
That's right.
If something isn't feeling right, and all sorts of messages, just be honest with each other.
Just be honest, bro.
And if you need to leave, just leave.
Yeah. Instead of like cheating and putting someone through or like, it's not cool. It's not cool at all. But like the relationships I've seen, people don't really like trust each other like that. It's more or less, you know what, I can bear to be with this person. I can, like, it's fine, I can live with this person. And just, regardless of that bullshit.
And then the genuine ones are rare.
Yeah. Are they really rare? Can I don't know. We just put ourselves in a position to be like, you know what?
I don't know. I think you just kind of have to find the right person. I don't want to call settling because it has a negative connotation to it. But when you really think about it, it's not really. It shouldn't be viewed negative if the person you're with meets the kind of criteria
that you want.
Path.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, I wish people would go away from the negative. I think calling settling, saying settling in a negative way.
It's like that's the way I view it too. And I don't know, bro. Like the whole social media era, like yeah, it's messed up dating.
Oh, it's gonna get harder today.
It's way harder today right now. Cause I don't know. There's a sense of validation that people need from social media these days. Like whether it's just like on a like you know what I achieved this, I need to show people so they can acknowledge or
I don't understand what's
or I went to this island so people should see like you know what this guy is doing this and that and that.
Or when they go out.
When they go out, like I used to when I was like 18, 19, I used to do get a lot and like I kind of realized like who am I really doing this for? It's kind of dumb, dog. Like you post that like my deals.
And to be fair, I do agree with you. But who am I really doing this for? But like, hey, it's people's social medias.
Yeah, they can
as
do
long
what
as
they
like
want.
they're not breaking any rules.
Yeah, true.
Any rules or laws. They're not like stomping on other people's rights. Yeah, sure.
But that's the thing. I feel like people just do it to show off and be like, you know what, I'm better than you and you and you because I go out clubbing. I have money to do this and that, and you don't.
And
that's what
fair play on them. Fair play on them.
Fair play on them. I think that I would never discredit people for having. You know, you can have whatever money you have. But my thing is when you start feeling like you're better than people by you know what, either they don't have any money or they're just having the bare minimum to survive basically. Because whether you feel like you know what, I have this type of money, I'm allowed to say this and that. It's kind of bullshit to me.
Yeah, no, I get you. On the other side of things, I can't allow to criticize them. Maybe that they...
Yeah, maybe it's for them, like for those people that do criticize them. Then I'll be like that one famous J. Cole line that say like if you're broken clowning a millionaire, joke is on you.
Yeah.
Like who are you really like trying to impress? that guy doesn't care about you.
Yeah, true.
True. So just focus on yourself at that point.
It goes both ways. So we can't really judge either side.
You can't really judge either side, bro. You can't really judge either side. But hella like all those flex and stuff. I don't necessarily agree with it, man. Especially if you're doing it to stunt, like, because there's people that do post this stuff and be like, no, this is just for motivational purposes for people that look up to me. Yeah. Cool. But then what I realized is like with people that are really, 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 really rich, those people don't post anything, bro.
Yeah, most of them don't. Unless it's something to do with the business or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Like, unless it's something to do with business.
And it makes sense because if it's someone rich, again, they don't want to tarnish brand recipe.
True. Like, if you're that rich.
Unless you built it from that kind of, like you built it from an outrageous personality, then sure.
Keep doing that.
Yeah.
But even then, some things be like, you'd never see, I don't know, maybe we see it in like, maybe black culture a lot, but most rich white people, like even Mogotswana, you never see those people just, or hear about them. You only hear about them with, okay, this is this guy. Maybe the ones I want to list with is top 5 richest people in Botswana.
Yeah.
And it's all like mostly white people or Indian people.
Bro,
but like the black people that have money, bro, you're gonna hear about them. You're gonna hear about them, bro.
I live under a rock, I would admit that right now. So I don't know any
of those people. No, there's a couple, and most of them are just like either Indian or white.
And then there are the Forex niggas on Facebook.
Yeah, everybody knows those niggas, bro. But that's my thing. Like, more like these, they don't understand, or like I feel like once you accumulate a certain amount of like money, you need to move a different way and be quiet about it. But look, this not man. They can do whatever they want, bro.
And again, it goes back to my previous point about how were they like when
Before.
building up that money.
Yeah,
If it's working for them to continue being outrageous, then sure.
yeah. Because like those Jews bad or whatnot, they're making money, more money than these guys that you see every single day on
That's
Forex.
just something.
You don't see them showing up like but to do more arguing with people online, which is like, bro, I feel like if you have that type of money, like, why would I concern myself with arguing with people online if I have that type of money and I'm living the life that I want?
Ask KD.
KD.
He gave us an answer.
KD's KD, bro.
He gave us an answer. I just want to get back a little come out, man.
Yeah.
KD, again, Kevin Durant, basketball player. He said hate motivates him, love can kill, something along those lines. Wait about that.
No, I actually saw a tweet in the morning. Someone out of I should just start being a KD hater because like being a fan is not working. That's
where it came from.
I'm like, bruh. Nah, like KD's a different breed, dog. I feel like he kind of embraced that role. Yeah, you know what? If people hate me, let it be then. Like,
exactly. I don't have that.
Just let it be. That's crazy, though. Hey, bro. Now all I'm saying is, if I'm making that type of money, bro,
no one's gonna know.
No one's gonna know, and they don't have to. Like, they don't have to know, bro. Like, maybe like my close friends be like, okay, nah, this guy has this and that. But even with them, they wouldn't know exactly how much I have.
Yeah. See. Unless like for my inner circle, sure. But like, I wouldn't put it out there. Like, I kind of moved away from like posting in general. Maybe like if I change, I feel like I changed physically. Get that change a profile picture or something.
But I haven't changed my Facebook profile picture in such a long time.
Yeah,
it's been the same. So I thought about changing it recently, and I'm like, I don't really use Facebook as much anymore. Even Instagram, like I ended up deleting all my old pictures.
Yeah, that's what I did. I think like 3 years ago.
I did last day. I was going through a crisis, bro. I was like, oh, you know, it's bad when you start like changing your hair color. I was at that point. I was like, man, I need to do something different in my life, bro.
Yeah. What's with black people in like drastically changing their hair? I didn't know that.
Any minor inconvenience.
I do it too. But
I don't know, bro. I feel like maybe because you're gonna feel like a new person and that kind of stuff that was happening, it's not gonna affect you anymore, but it still does. I'd assume you still have the same problems before and after you change your hair color.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's what it is. I feel like with women, they would chop their hair off, dog.
It's the generic. It's the generic like low, short hair.
Yeah, that is like that. The blonde dye, the bleach, yeah.
And then color it. Like,
it's the same with Doja, bro.
Time.
Like, what's happening with Doja, dog?
I don't follow Doja. What happened?
Hey man, she has went through numerous transformations. I think her hair is the same hair type that we're talking about now. I think she made a song addressing all those changes. And it's like basically telling people to fuck off, I guess.
I don't follow Doja like that, but yeah.
She's a baddie too, though.
Is she?
Yeah.
To each their own, I guess.
Yeah, you have a different type, bro.
To each their own. I saw like Billie Eilish pictures this morning, and someone said it was funny because like she went from wearing baggy clothes so that people don't
sexualize her.
Yeah, to like not fucking here it is, do it.
The most drastic one is Janelle Monáe.
I haven't seen her ever since like that one song back in the 2000s.
Yoga.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, get on Twitter and search Janelle Monáe. Like, even if you search like even her latest post, it's just insane, bro. It's insane. Yeah, nah, you just do it in your own time, bro. But like the whole, basically, she just started showing her titties everywhere, bro. Like bad titties, dog. Like yeah, that's insane, bro.
Yeah, this is crazy. Get some little TikTok. You can have an exciting.
I didn't realize that people could actually see like your TikTok profile if they have your number.
You have to like It's either a blocker. Okay, so it's either what was the thing? You have to like block numbers, or you don't choose your number, or you start your TikTok.
Yeah, I didn't know that because I use my number, and then like I've been posting like a lot of gaming TikToks. Just that's all that I post, and then like every single time I see someone a lot, like I know that like, I just feel like fuck, they just look at it, cringe,
And
the cringe
notification now for the do you want to like sync your contacts to
and like no, like nigga, I don't want those people to know what I'm doing in my life. Like,
yeah.
Do you think I want people that I know to hear this podcast? Nah, I don't want my sister.
There's only like less than 3 million of us. They probably will at some point.
At one point, but right now I don't want them to hear anything. I don't like. Even my brother-in-law, he loves the games like that I play. But
still,
I wouldn't want him to see the TikTok. Like I don't want him to.
I think there's this innate fear in us that they still see us as kids and they shouldn't hear us say things, which kind of sucks because we're grown.
Yeah, true. Because like when I'm like, I haven't like even like having conversations with my sister is like difficult because I'm like, right, what am I supposed to talk about like right now? So it's always difficult like at that point in terms of like I can have a conversation with my mom, like my dad, but I can't have a conversation with my sister or my brother because I'm like, what are we gonna talk about, bro?
Now it's all of them.
It's all of them.
It's all of them. Unfortunately, it's all of them.
That's why lockdown was hell for you, dog. I can't imagine. You're just there trapped with your thoughts, dog. You're like,
yeah, that's what it was.
God, I think I have this thing now where I can have a conversation with someone that's like older than me, like in terms of like older and younger than me. I can have conversations with people. For some reason, it's just something that has never really bothered me that much, like having conversations. I guess.
I don't know. I'm the audience will probably pick this up by how I'm talking for that album, but that's because I'm with you.
Yeah, true.
Right? How I talk to Wabi. Yeah.
Wow.
He'll forgive me for bringing up his name like that, but how I talk with Wabi and like some of the other people in my close circle, most people would be surprised because I'm introverted as well.
Yeah, that's right. I used to think I was, but I don't think I really am. I generally like it can take me. I feel like being in silence, like it kind of makes me uncomfortable.
Maybe you should work on that.
Yeah, if I'm in quiet places, like it makes me really uncomfortable. Like lately, I've been trying to like get into that. Like I've been trying to like make myself comfortable being in silence. I guess. Can I like if I'm with people or on my own, cool. But when I'm with people, and we're all quiet, like I'm just feeling like, oh man.
To me, it's like it's not my responsibility to.
To me, I always feel like fuck. I should start a conversation or something.
I'm always like it's not my responsibility to carry the conversation. If they feel some type of way about it, it's on them. I genuinely don't have anything to say.
I'm my guy. I will always try to like start a conversation. It makes me so uncomfortable as to why people are quiet. Like, bro, like there's so much stuff to talk about. Like now you guys are thinking too much, or maybe I just start thinking too much. Like, man, why are these people quiet? And it bothers me.
But yeah, some of that when you're in your head too much, but like as long as it just stays there.
Yeah, as long as it stays there. True. I was always thought about like because I was running last week for the past 2 weeks. I was trying to run in the morning, which is in the cold.
In the morning.
Yeah, in the morning.
In this winter.
It wasn't before it got this extreme because I feel like since last week it's been worse.
It's been worse.
Especially
today. I didn't even think of it.
Yeah, when I woke up, like, I don't know what, I was like, is this nigga seriously gonna pull up? Like, like what time you landed? I was like, man, I hope he doesn't come. It was cold. But yeah, I think, man, it opened my mind a little bit, just running in the morning. Like, it was cool. I think it kind of showed me, like, how maybe, like, that running, it's compared to like like we always play ball and all that.
Yeah,
but I had a lot more time to like think and like what's on my like just walking at the one point because you don't just run continuously. You just starting to have a lot of thoughts and stuff like that.
Yep.
Besides, it's healthy for you on top of that.
Yeah, you know, it's always just healthy to just let them play out.
Just let the thoughts play out. And it was nice, bro. But I haven't been going there since I got the flu.
Obviously. Obviously. Like over the late service that time. I could feel a lot of this.
There, it was a different type of cold.
This to get someone sick.
I think that was a time where I felt like my knuckles didn't get their freezer.
Yeah.
But you know what the crazy part is? When that cold, that's like the typical weather Kolobats, like when it's winter time.
Oh, I have a funny story. It's just that it's not my story to tell, so I'll just say it without telling what it can happen. So, one of our friends is in the UK, right? And it happened just about the same time as Ola. So, right now, getting banana, summer is starting for them. Right? Yeah. It's not all the way there yet, but it was just starting. So, he was in the UK. So, apparently to them, summer will 20 degrees Celsius, somewhere there. That's that summer, right?
I think that's like 20 degrees right now.
Well, so he went to the office, and they were like blasting the AC on like 4 or 5 degrees Celsius.
But it's hot.
But why he's and this man was wilding at it. He could feel himself out, man, one over the AC.
Like, yo, I'm freezing, bro.
But his throat was closing up, and he eventually got sick.
Oh Lord!
Ended up like not going to the office for like 2 days.
That's insane. Actually, you know, the funny thing is I saw report Malabar what the hottest has been Malabar was 30 degrees.
Which was surprising.
Because I thought it was hot. Maybe in the States it's way much hotter, but UK I guess that weather's not that.
And like the way they would say what it was hot,
it was record breaking.
You might think what it's something
like 40.
Yeah.
I'm like 30 degrees, bro. That's like a chill day for us. I don't think most of these people would be good at living here, but they would, especially in the summer.
The sunscreen now would be
man, they would really burn to death though. Like, they would be fried. That's tough. Imagine why I got like, oh, it's a very warm day today. It's like, oh my god, it's so hot. I can't imagine working in an environment like that.
Imagine like 4 or 5 degrees for no, like I would be shocked. I can just imagine for 18 degrees. I barely take my AC to 18 degrees. I like keep it at like, if it's hot, I put my AC on like 24, 25. If it's cold, I put my AC on like 27, 28 at the 28. Never the two extremes because that would be too much.
Like for us, like when it's really hot, like I think it was, I don't know, but around January it was still hot again. The highest, the lowest you put at AC was like 16.
16? Yeah. The
thing is, our hot now house like that, the sun sets this side again. That's and so like usually these windows on this side, it's baking, bro. It's baking. Right. So usually put it at like 16 for like 20 minutes, then theme. And then after that, it still gets hot again. So like we try to like do that like in intervals.
Oh god, I know it was something like
yeah,
okay, no,
that too. Sometimes you feel like if you put it on for way too long, it's gonna get someone sick eventually. Because like those extremes, like
if it's too long on that temperature, because I think you have to find the balance. That's why I put it on. As I say, I hold 25, 24. Okay, if it's continuously on.
Yeah, true. How you end up talking about AC stock?
I told people we're just gonna go on tangents.
Yeah, hopefully, like as time goes on, they're gonna get a little bit organized, but not too much. Yeah. But not too much, though. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I feel like we should call it wraps because it's been like 55 minutes now.
Yeah. We should get things.
So I guess that was the first episode, man. Hopefully the first of many. And we'll try as much as to drop like on a weekly basis one episode. I don't know if that's what you want to do.
We'll work it out.
We'll work it out. We'll see what happens.
I was thinking of God, I got to go throughout winter. I'm not gonna go to the court.
Yeah.
And got that on Friday.
So
but then that would just be connecting with the uploading because my internet's fast.
Oh, your internet's way much faster though.
One thing that I do want to do though is like keep track of records because each and every time I listen to record, like we're playing video games.
Yeah.
we should keep record of win losses.
So far, like you're beating me in 2K, dog. It's not even okay. It's like it's an L.
But it hasn't counted. It doesn't count.
Yeah, we haven't really been counting.
And then on next recording session, winner gets bragging right that day.
Yeah, true. No, for sure. We'll see how that goes.
So yeah.
But I guess till next time. See you on the next one.
Peace.
Sounds so formal, but yeah. Sounds so formal.